Welcome engineers to Race 7 problem is today's problem is multiplayer. Once again, I am back and it is with multiplayer, not my team. That will be coming out very soon. But here we are, 15th in a Singapore open lobby. So this can only go south. But here we are anyway, now on the grid in the Alpha Tauri. And I just stuck in the setup for no reason, as it will not make a difference whatsoever. But anyway, as we wait for the session to count down, I am not ready, as you can see by me not ready enough. But I will be ready now, as we get ready for the 5 red lights, and they're out, and it's a good start, but the Ferrari gets a bad one, and we're immediately cut off by him, as we head into turn 1, so we're losing out. Ferrari swipes the Renault, and we get overtaken by a Haas into turn 1. Turn 3 then, and we're going to look to go towards round outside of the Haas, but he goes super wide, so we're going to go round the outside of him for turn 4. And then going on to the main straight, the back straight, and we're going to have a look at the Renault, but we know it's going to be risky going down on the inside. We've got a McLaren upside down into turn 5. We're going to have to go off the track and overtake Williams. That gives us an illegal overtake, so we're going to get him back through. Not realising the racing points there, so we accidentally went into him, and we break our front wings, so that's not good at all. Get a penalty for hitting the racing point anyway, so that's not good either. But as we continue now through the second sector of the lap, we're closing in on the Williams, closing in on the Ferrari, who stops on the mid-circuit, and luckily we avoid him in time. Getting past the Williams shortly after as well, so 2 cars in the space of 1 clip, which is always nice to see. End of lap 1, and it's a 1:56.3, including a front wing damage, so that's not quite good. But we're going through turn 3 now as Merc slowing down there. We've got to try and avoid him, but we unfortunately can't avoid him in time, so that's not good. A bit game of rage, so we're just going to be careful. We're going to go towards inside, but brake early to make sure that he don't hit us. Instead we hit him, even though he hit the wall and retired. But going through the Singapore sling, tail drift the box now, and making sure that he understands when we get into sector 3. As you can see, not doing too well in the downforce heavy sector. Coming into pits though, and once again, understeer is atrocious with no front wing, so we're just going to go through the pit lane, and I'm going to check who hit me. We knew it as a Merc, but we're going to see that we got a penalty for hitting racing point, and it was George JSV, and 3 seconds pit lane, 3 seconds for spinning in pit lane, so that's not good. So that's a 5 second we got on our time, so that's not good. Going to the camera settings, just checking, and we don't change anything, but out of the pit lane we come to lap 3. As we close in on the Williams onto the 3rd DRS straight, we're gonna go right to the outside. Can we get the move done? Braking a little bit earlier than Williams, and we don't get past them quite yet. We got poor acceleration out of the corner, so we're going to go right on the outside, going into 3rd sector. We leave him room on the chicane, and it's a beautiful move as we get up into P7. Heading on to the final lap now. We're going to go full push, absolute send, and I do believe it's purple lap, so we're going to stay on board as we go all the way through turn 1, 2 and 3, heading towards turn 4, staying to the left as much as possible, breaking the where the curbing starts, going a little bit deep into the corner, so that's probably losing us a bit of time. P6 of the people of pit, so we go down the straight, braking about 100 meter board, and hitting the apex and going into the next corner, braking at the black meter board. Breaking the same board once again for the next corner, and then we head towards the single sling where we are marginal on pace, breaking where the barrier sticks out, and then lifting off just before we turn into the next corner. Head towards the hairpin, brake at the exit of the barriers, and then getting on the power as early as we can for a 3/10 gain on our previous lap. Heading towards sector 3, then braking about 100-meter board or a little bit after. You could see we could definitely go further. 1 second gain then after that, and we go through the chicanes, and we are in the third sector. Braking the 50-meter board into the couple of chicanes, and looking quite close to the barriers there, braking when the blackboard goes off our screen on our right hand side, going through the final chicane, through the final corner, braking the backboard, not even braking, it's a lift off pretty much, and we go across the line to set a 1:39.8, and that is one hell of a good lap. So it's enough to put us P6 after a okay race. But yeah, just want to check now what went on, because that was messy. So yeah, penalty on lap 2, I think it said. I would have thought that it would have been lap 1 because of the thingy. But yeah, just checking again that I got a penalty for hitting the racing point, and he only gets a warning. I mean, I did go into him, so that does make sense. But it doesn't matter, as we had to pit anyway for something after a game of rage. Williams driver gets the driver of the day. Possibly not the one that we overtook, but you know, the game bases it off whoever goes the highest, which I find obviously not to be how it should be, but you know, how else is the game gonna decide who should do it, who should get it? But as you can see, 2 penalties to make up a 5-second penalty, 1 minute after the race leader. And just checking on our friend that took our murky friend. But that was the Singapore Grand Prix. Quite eventful, but yeah, not too bad. Once again, going to check who took us out, so we may have to be careful for him when we go into the next Grand Prix, which is going to be at Russia. And yeah. Well, that was not how my voice should have been. Anyway, let's go to the Russian Grand Prix, and I'm going to actually do one-shot qualifying this time, and actually record it. And wait for everyone to load up, just one more person to go, and we're in. Once again, not ready. I got a whole gloves, and that's pretty much it. I've got gloves, and I haven't set that up, so I am doing that now, and I've got my setup ready, and I'm gonna go to track pretty much soon. I've got 8 seconds, but I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, make sure to hit the like button, and get ready for the one-shot qualifying, and I'll talk you through the lap after I decide that I'm not ready. I can't remember if this is a period where I still used a helmet. Probably was. Anyway, head towards turn 1, get turn 2, breaking that backboard, going into turn 2 a little bit wide, and towards turn 3, still in P1 at the moment, as we head all the way around this long left-hander, and towards the right-hander, braking when the curbing starts, and it's easily run wide on the exit. And towards turn 5 then, braking at the curbing start, and obviously we can go much later into there, but I don't want to because I don't know where else to brake. Braking at the blackboard once again, and seems to be a common theme around most of these circuits, which is nice as they don't move. Braking just before the white DRS detection line, and we open DRS to get to P9. looking at my wind mirrors for no apparent reason. In the sector 3, braking at 125 meters, and then going through turn, don't know the turns. Braking too late for this corner, obviously, as we had to go into first gear. We still made the next corner, which is nice considering it is immediately after. Braking the blackboard, going into third gear, clipping curbing on exit and apex, missing the apex on the final corner, but coming across the line, it is going to be P8 with a 135.3. Not the best lap, but it is enough for 8th. So yeah, not too far from where we finished in the Singapore Grand Prix. So yeah. And by the way, this was recorded over 2 months ago. So yeah, 2 months I think. So yeah, I don't know why the delay on it being released, but I mean it doesn't matter because you're going to see it anyway. So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more, and just check out the channel because you'll be able to see. At this point, I'm checking with my telemetry where I was going wrong. I don't have my telemetry up right now, so I can't tell you. But I can tell you that he beat me on the overall lap. And at this point, the Merc that took us out is beating us in qualifying. So I don't think we'll have any problems with him unless he gets taken out, which is probably why he was with us in the Singapore Grand Prix. Immediately readying up for this Grand Prix then. And we get ready for the others to ready up as we've got 4 more to go. Everyone ready up now, and we are getting ready for the 5 red lights. We can actually see them this time, and they go out, and we get an okay start. Ferrari pulling away from us as we head into turn 1's kink. A little bit of contact with Racing Point, who goes really wide, and the Merc is ghosting ahead of us, making sure that we don't hit anyone going into turn 2, and we brake easily, but we get rammed up the back by the Racing Point as we head towards turn 3, hitting the bollard and then losing a bit of traction because of that. Not losing position though to Ferrari behind, as he is quite far behind. Williams up next. Maybe you can get past him quite early, or let these 3 battle, as we're going to brake a little bit earlier and hopefully take up scraps as Williams goes cutting the corner and then losing acceleration on the exit. But I don't think we're close enough to get the move done quite this early, so we're just going to wait for the main back straight where we should easily get in. Racing Point going a little bit wide, so we're going to go to the inside as there's a yellow flag for someone going off. The Racing Point hit us again as a Ferrari and a Haas goes off and rejoins ahead of us now. Gotta watch out for the Racing Point behind us. The Haas and Williams making contact, all to do with the Haas as well. As we go into sector 3, we get rammed by the Haas. And yeah, that's our charge at a good position over already before it was even begun, as we're going wayward into the 3rd sector. A couple of cars going off, both Ferraris, a Renault I think it was, rejoining the circuit right there. I didn't see him coming. Alfa Romeo going super defensive as we just go right round the outside, not going off the circuit. Would have been able to see in the virtual rear view mirror that cars were going wide, and we put away from the Alfa Romeo, somehow getting P6 from all of that, gaining 2 positions. Going on to lap 3 then. Asking about the driver in front, I haven't got the subtitles up, so I don't know what when Jeff is finished, but I'm going to be talking over him. Don't matter anyway, as we head on to lap 4, we are closing in on them. So we're doing something good as we close in on this Racing Point, and maybe we can get a good acceleration, or maybe we can force him into a mistake as we're so close with pressure. As he goes super defensive and then goes right to the outside, maybe a little bit front wing damage as his red blinker is going. He's got no ERS and he is not able to use any. He goes super wide into his third sector. I need to take a breath as we go into the first sector, making me cut the corner, and then he cuts the corner himself and we do a mega mega good job of a defensive move. We go off this a bit in oversteer as it's run off to our left so we don't lose a position. In fact, would we gain? I don't know. It still says P6. Lap 5 as we head towards the end of the race. Racing Point is slowly creeping towards us as we brake a little bit earlier to anticipate him going wide with no front wing as we go up his inside, turning towards the outside as we go into the back straight. He goes super wide and late on, and he is not a problem with us as we get past him. Hopefully he don't come back at us as we head towards the turn 12, I believe this is, as we go in, and Racing Point immediately closes up to us, so I think it kind of ahead. But it don't matter as we get past him, and I don't think he'll risk trying to take us out, and so we cross the line to take a P5. Not a bad result after being punted into turn 11 on lap 1. Get a warning as we go check what it's for. A loss on number lap 1, terminal damage for our teammate on lap 2, and we get a warning with the Racing Point, I believe. Yeah, what a surprise we get it, but he don't. It's going against us today, isn't it? But this is coming to the end now, and I want to just remind you, hey, it'll make me happy if you show that you enjoyed this video by hitting the like button, and it will show me some love by hitting the subscribe button and watching more videos. Comment your opinion and thoughts. Share with your friends because friends have common interests. I remember that one. But yeah, until next time, until the races have a problem that you engineers can't fix, I'm a racing engineer. Goodbye. I'll leave you with results and the end screen. Bye.